Man, let me tell you something, Jalen. Jamal Ism. Appreciate that super chat. Jamal, I am working on a video. Let me tell you something. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens might be one of the Cowboys have had two really good wide receiver duos. Drew Pearson and Tony Hill. Hey, let me tell you something, Jamal. People do not realize how much of a freak athlete Tony Hill was. Tony Hill was a freak athlete of a wide receiver. Drew Pearson and Tony Hill were absolutely devastating. I give them the best Cowboys wide receiver duo in history. Number two, at least for right now, Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper. I would dare say Michael Irvin is the best. I believe Michael Irvin, Jamal, I believe Michael Irvin is the best 88 the Cowboys have ever had. I don't think there's been. I got Michael Irvin as my favorite wide receiver of all time. I just don't think in a short amount of time there's ever been a wide receiver like Michael Irvin. You can give me Randy Moss with the numbers. You can give me Terrell Owens with the numbers. But I'm going to give you the number of why I put Michael Irvin, Jamal, as the best, that he's, to me, better than those wide receivers. He has the number that counts, the Super Bowls. And not because he has 3 Super Bowls. That isn't the reason why I would put Michael Irvin over those 2 wide receivers. I would put Michael Irvin over those 2 wide receivers because of the part that he played in the Super Bowls. Jerry Jones raves about him. Troy Aikman raves about him. Emmett, all these players, they rave about the general that Michael Irvin was, a force of nature on the field. He partied hard. We know what he did off the field, too. He partied hard, practiced hard, played hard, and won big. Michael Irvin was an absolute monster. I would classify him as the best 88. Alvin Harper and Michael Irvin, second best wide receiver duo. I'm not sure that Alvin Harper, as good as he was, I'm not sure he was better than Tony Hill. Tony Hill was a monster. Tony Hill was an absolute monster. But the Cowboys have an opportunity. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens have the opportunity to surpass Michael Irvin and Harper. Not because CeeDee is as good as Michael Irvin, but because George Pickens may be better than Alvin Harper. George Pickens may be better than Alvin Harper. Because Alvin Harper left the Cowboys, and he didn't have the success that he had with the Cowboys. A part of that has something to do with the team, I know. But we've seen George Pickens. We've actually seen George Pickens before he came to the Cowboys with below average quarterback play. And this dude balled out. So what in the world is this dude going to be able to do with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb? Man, let me tell you something. I really do think that they have an opportunity to be second best. Not because of CeeDee, because we already know what CeeDee is. CeeDee Lamb is a top 3 wide receiver in this league right now. And you can put that order in any order you want to. He doesn't quite, he's more of a finesse 88. And Dez Bryant deserves an honorable mention. Dez Bryant was an absolute dog. I would have loved to see Dez Bryant with a CeeDee Lamb type of wide receiver on, because you couldn't have George Pickens and Dez Bryant. They're, to me, similar. I would have loved to see Dez Bryant with a CeeDee Lamb type of wide receiver. because I believe Dez Bryant would have been that much more potent. But because of CeeDee Lamb is an absolute monster. Yards after the catch, very, very deceptive in his speed, very slippery. Don't wrap him up. CeeDee Lamb goes to the crib, breaks all kinds of tackles. CeeDee Lamb is an absolute beast. He's just a different type of beast than Michael Irvin. But where Michael Irvin best all of these receivers is his tenacity, his drive, the way he drove the team, the way he drove other players. But I think George Pickens may be better than Alvin Harper. So CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens have an opportunity to be the number 2 to me. They really do. I think they have a great opportunity. Star Guardian X, appreciate that super chat. Star Guardian X, I'm with you. This isn't new. Dak's done this before, but it feels different. This retreat this year feels different. It feels different. Different type of energy. Seems like there's a different type of drive, a different type of motivation with this team. So everything that we're seeing is looking good. Poobie D in the crib, what's going on? Miss Matrix in here, what's going on? Quentin Scott in here, good to see y'all. Quentin Scott said, I'm back from work. It's got a spirit off. I'm ready, man. All right, let's go. But again, Jamal, that's a great question about CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. They really have an opportunity to be number 2. I'm still going to give, oh boy, it's tough. It's tough because the best 88 to me is Michael Irvin. But when we look at the complementary receivers, so far to me, it's been Tony Hill. Alvin Harper, number 2. But I think George Pickens is going to have an opportunity to surpass Alvin Harper. We got to get him signed. Now, when we talk about the 88s, they're so close. Michael Irvin is above the fray. CeeDee Lamb, Dez Bryant, both of them dogs, but in different ways. CeeDee Lamb, more of a finesse wide receiver. And I don't know. I don't know if you really say you want to choose CeeDee over Dez, but I think CeeDee has more to the repertoire. CeeDee can run the routes. He can play inside. He can play outside. Yards after the catch. Some of the catches that he makes are incredible. But then on the other end with Dez Bryant, throw it up, more of a George Pickens type of receiver. I mean, man, the 88s, it is so close. I mean, Mike is top of the line, but when you talk about between CeeDee and Dez, boy, that's a tough one right there. And hey, don't let us forget. There was another 88 that people forget about that everybody thought that he was going to be the man, and his name was Antonio Bryant. But Antonio Bryant kind of messed himself up by throwing a jersey in the face of Bill Parcells. Very rebellious wide receiver, but nevertheless, spent some very good 88s. But as far as the second wide receivers go, Tony Hill is number 1. Alvin Harper is number 2. But George Pickens has an opportunity to leapfrog Alvin Harper because I think that George Pickens may be a little bit more of a dog than Alvin Harper was.